an obesity doctor. I have the honor of working with a group of people subject to the last widely accepted prejudice, being fat. These people have suffered a lot by the time they see me. The attitude that many take, including those in healthcare, is that these people are to blame for their situation. If they could just control themselves, they wouldn't be overweight, and they're not motivated to change. Please let me tell you, this is not the case. The blame, if we've got to extend some here, has been with our advice, and it's time we change that. Obesity is a disease. It's not something created by lack of character. It's a hormonal disease. And there are many hormones involved, and one of the main ones is a hormone called insulin. You actually might want to think again, because almost 50% of adult Americans now have diabetes or prediabetes. So the trouble with insulin resistance is, if it goes up, we are at great risk for developing type 2 diabetes. But also, insulin makes us hungry, and the food we eat much more likely to be stored as fat. Insulin is our fat storage hormone. So we can start to see how it's going to be a problem for diseases like obesity and metabolic issues like diabetes. We are essentially recommending that they eat exactly what's causing their problem. It really, really is. Because at its root, diabetes is a state of carbohydrate toxicity. When insulin resistance is essentially a state of carbohydrate intolerance. So why, oh why, do we want to continue to recommend to people to eat them? This needs to be changed because type 2 diabetes can be reversed in many, if not most situations, especially if we start early. Our minimum daily requirement for carbohydrates is 0. We have essential amino acids, those are proteins, essential fatty acids, but nope, no essential carb. The overconsumption of them is making us very sick. Cutting carbs, a lot. Yes, in my clinic, we teach patients to eat with carbs as the minority of their intake, not the majority. Low carb intervention works so fast that we can literally pull people off of hundreds of units of insulin in days to weeks. Gone was the 300 units of insulin, no more insulin pump, no more pricking her finger multiple times each day, gone. One of the greatest joys of my job is to be able to tell a patient like this that they no longer have diabetes, and we ceremoniously take it off their problem list together. My patients eat fat, and a lot of it. Well, let me tell you, you're going to be happy because fat tastes great and it is incredibly satisfying. But remember, fat is the only macronutrient that's going to keep our glucose, blood sugar, and insulin levels low, and that is so important. No grains, no potatoes, and no sugar. Unless you have an exceedingly rare syndrome, then cutting carbs is going to be good for you, even if it's not necessary. It was essentially a huge experiment on millions of people, and it failed miserably. And for a disease whose root cause is carbohydrates, take away the carbohydrates, or at least cut them, so we can remember what we used to know.